Okay, I believe I've got it to work. So hello and welcome back to the stream or channel if you're watching this on YouTube. Was having some issues with streaming on Xbox. Apparently this game doesn't allow streaming live, at the very least. I'm not entirely sure how she meant to stream it, but yeah. So I don't know what was going on, and because it's taken a while, it's now not going to be 4 games. Probably going to be able to get 2 games, maybe 3 games into it. But that's fine. If I can keep doing those games, then we can do it.
Strongholds.
So it does seem to be working now. I believe. Right, there we go. So Halo Infinite's been out for a couple of weeks now, and I've not got around to streaming, and then when I did try and do it, was giving me issues.
The enemy has captured Bravo. Stronghold target is ours.
Your team scored.
Got you. I do think that the core gameplay of this game is pretty well. I do enjoy it. It does feel like Halo. There is a few little issues here and there,
Active camo acquired.
mainly involving the store and lack of progression. Well, not progression, the customization options you can get. Now I do understand that some people out there are like, oh, but that's just cosmetics, but Halo has been well known for its customization options and stuff for a very long time now. And I feel like one of the reasons why 343 has been getting a lot of backlash is because they did say that they wanted people to feel like they could be their own Spartan, all this other crap. And pretty much what they were saying was, hey, we got rid of the red versus blue colors so that you guys can have your own colors and your own armor and kind of stand out a bit more. But then they gave us preset colors. You can't choose your own colors now, to the point of, let's say you wanted red and blue, you're one of those people, and stuff like that. You have like maybe a black and red, or a black and grey, or a green and blue, stuff like that. Now when Armor Codes was originally announced, I'm playing bad, pretty much what I thought was going to be the case was
Active camo
the
available.
armor codings would be like whereabouts the colors would be on the armor, or maybe if you got a camo on your armor, so like a woodland kind of looking stripes and stuff. And I thought that's maybe what it meant, not that it was going to be preset colors and preset destinations on your armor. I just thought it would be preset destinations or looks where the colors will be. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and we've got preset colors. And it's same for emblems as well, although I'm assuming eventually they're going to bring out more colors for the emblems, because right now the emblems have got a serious lack of color options. But I'm not too fussed about emblems personally, so,
Is ours.
but I know some people out there might be. The store does seem to have a major issue where things just cost way too much and you're getting way too little for what they're asking as well. I don't think it was necessarily, I mean, maybe it was half done deliberately, because obviously it's a free to play game, at least multiplayer wise, because obviously you've got to pay for the Game Pass to get the campaign, but that's not too bad because you're probably already getting the Game Pass anyway, because you want those extra games and the Xbox Live. But like I say, the core gameplay's fine. I like most of the maps. I don't think I found a map that I don't like yet. That was a pretty quick game. because it's a beta, I'm assuming that they're going to be bringing some more maps out when it comes to the actual release in 2 days. At least that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Because we've been playing the same, I think it's like 8 maps, is it? Something like that. If you're including Big Team Battle. And it's kind of just been like over and over and over again. Seven more games to go. Let's see if it actually lets me to look for another game. And it is. Good. I've been able to fix it. This is great. So I don't know what was going off with it, but if any of you guys who own an Xbox as well and been trying to stream some Halo Infinite, let me know if you guys have received this issue. 'Cause I'm just wondering if this is a bug or if this is a deliberate thing that they've done. I've seen plenty of streamers and YouTubers like doing YouTube videos or streaming it on Twitch, but I'm assuming most of them are all on PC and not Xbox. Maybe it's because I've got an Xbox One X and an Xbox Series X. I don't know. Just let me know down in the comments on YouTube video or in the chat on the stream. So, looks like I might be able to get 4 games in. The first game was quite fast, so that's good.
Maintain current.
So, let's talk about the Battle Pass. I think its price is a reasonable cost. It's not too bad. I was expecting it to have more customization in it than what it does, but I'm fine with the extra double XP tokens, and challenge swaps are quite useful, especially when you get one which is like, if you don't want to be playing Big Team Battle and you just want to play some quick play, and it's like, oh, I've got to get 25 kills in a Wasp or some shit, and obviously that can take a lot of time, and you've also got to get a map with a Wasp. Some of them you do. There is one map where you can get a Wasp on each side of the map, and then there is, at least I know of, one or maybe both of the others can have them dropped in, but it does seem a bit random and it can take a while for them to get dropped in. And the last thing you want is to get your Wasp and then get skewered, because, and then you'd be like, oh wow, okay, I didn't get a kill. It's like instant, or maybe you only got 1 or 2 kills. Which just makes it last a lot longer than what it would do normally, I guess. I'm a little upset about Big Team Battle not getting like Scorpion tanks at the start of the game, or Wraiths. I think I've seen a Wraith once on that like AA cannon map. Yeah, I think that was the map, yeah. I think I've only seen it once. Maybe twice. But... I'm playing so bad. What is going on? But, hopefully, they do improve it. I mean, this is like the beta. That being said, I do think that this is what we were going to get on the 8th. So I do think it's a good idea that they did release the multiplayer early. Of course. Can I do that? But I don't think we're going to have enough time to fix all our problems that people have been complaining about, like the whole monetary, how much it's costing, the credits. And I do think there's some simple things they could do to fix that. And they could do it so that when you complete a challenge you get a couple of credits. Even if it's just like something like 50 or 100 credits, that would make all the difference. And a simple price reduction. I mean, this red camera, this one I'm wearing right now, my assault rifle, wasn't too bad, which is why I got it. It was only like about £3, 500 credits, and you get the camos for the assault rifle, the commando, the battle rifle, and the sidekick. And you also get a stance in it as well, but I'm pretty sure the stance you can get in the battle pass, I think. So that stance was kind of redundant. Would have been nice to have a new one. Ouch. But then you have some out there on the store where it's asking for like 2,000 credits, which is quite a lot of money. I think it's about 20 or something pound. Could be 15, 20 pounds, somewhere between that. And all you're getting is one set of armor in that, and maybe like a color for the armor. Which, for the amount of money that they're asking, it's not worth it. Especially because, I mean, so far I've not really seen any armor when it comes to the 2,000 that I personally would like to wear. But like I said, that's a personal preference, rather than the fact that the armor's bad or something. Obviously some people will enjoy it. But the amount that they're asking for it, I do feel that is a little unfair. I mean, if they do, I do get they don't want to earn money because they are bringing the multiplayer out for free, and technically the campaign is kind of free, as most people probably already have the Ultimate Pass. And I don't know, I'm assuming 343 don't actually earn any money from the Ultimate Pass for having a Halo game on the pass at all. I'm assuming not. So they do need to earn money somewhere, so there's no way that they're not going to have some kind of money grabbing item inside the game. And everyone knew that from the start. Everyone was expecting it, but nobody was expecting it to be this bad. Which is why everyone's kind of upset about it, and they're rightful. They got to do it. They have a right for it. It is a bit ridiculous what they're asking. Like I say, one of those two options where they either give it so you can get 50 to 100 credits, depending on the challenge, for completing it, or even lowering the price of items, which would probably be better. To be fair, like camos and stuff should be 500 or below. You should get the camos for all guns, and you shouldn't just get it for one. I saw a camo the other day which was only for the sidekick. I feel like you could charge 500 like they did for the red camo. You get it for all the weapons, at least the main loadout weapons. Maybe a power weapon. That would be nice to see the power weapons in there. If you can, just so you can have, because there's not much customization for the power weapons right now. I believe there is going to be a new Bulldog camo soon, but I don't reckon much to it personally. Like I said, this red camo for me is probably one of the better camos that they've actually come out in the game with. Nice solid red and grey. Come on. Aha!
Enemy has the ball.
Hey. I probably should have waited off on that one. Where was I? Oh yes, camos. So if they do it so you could get the same camo for all 4 weapons at the very least, and then charge only 500 for it, and then maybe added an emblem or stance in there, something you can't get from the battle pass itself, I feel like that would make camos worth it. It wouldn't be too bad. I feel like they would actually earn more money for lowering the prices. So there's a lot of people out there that's just like, well, no, I'm not going to pay that much money for what I'm going to get. But then obviously there's YouTubers and stuff out there which is loaded, and they can go ahead and they just buy everything in the store as it comes out.
Spanker available.
And there's probably a few people out there that are go ahead and buying it, and you know, that's up to you. You want to do that, you do that. I'm not going to judge you for doing it. I don't think people should have to be able to buy tiers, personally, as well. I feel like that is a bit off. But I'm not too fussed about that, as everything in the pass is technically just a cosmetic item. It's not gonna help you play better or anything. And why is my... Okay, my charm is stuck inside my gun. And we lost that one. So we've had a 1 win, 1 loss. Let's see what the third game will bring. But yeah, as far as store items and stuff, and as far as armor goes, I'm not entirely sure what they should charge. It depends on what it will be. If it's just like some shoulder pads, I feel like maybe that should be like 500 alongside with a camo. Or some kind of colour. Some kind of armor coating. Maybe an emblem in there as well. It's just like technically one shoulder piece, and then an armor coating, and maybe an emblem. And then charge about 500 for that. Now for big things, yeah, like I wouldn't say 2,000 or something, because that is a bit much. And if they're going to be doing that, then they need to be bringing out like a full-on armor set at the very least. Like you get a helmet, you get a visor, you get some attachments for the helmet, you get shoulder pieces, you get a wrist attachment, you get a leg attachment, you get knee guards, you get a fucking glove. I mean everything. For something like 2,000, and even that I still don't think will be worth it. So maybe something like 1,000 for like a full-on armor set. 1,600 maybe. I'm not sure. It kind of depends on the armor, and like I say, personal taste does come into play, and I'm enjoying the mid-game. But I believe we're at the beginning, so it's not too bad.
Please collect your power items.
Ouch. Oh, start-ish anyway of the game.
Active camo acquired. Enemy flag carrier
So,
spotted.
what else is there? Oh yeah, there's vehicle customization.
Flag return.
I believe I saw one for like 1,500, but that one wasn't too bad because you got the camo for each vehicle, and then you also got camo for your Spartan.
They have our flag.
The only thing I can say would improve that is if you could just bring all the armor coatings to each generation of the Spartans. Which I feel like a lot of people are also a little upset about, how if you get a helmet you can only attach it to like one Spartan, or if you get an armor coating it comes to like one Spartan as well. I feel like I do know that they've done it to be lore accurate to some degree.
Eyes on. The
But
enemy
I
flag
feel like it probably would be better for the game if we could bring the armor coatings at the very least. Maybe not all the helmets and attachments and stuff, but at least the armor coatings to each Spartan. And then another problem that they had was with the event that's just gone with samurai armor.
power items.
The actual samurai attachment for the helmet, I'm assuming it's just attachment, it could be a full-on helmet, isn't actually part of the event.
Items have arrived.
And that's kind of like the armor set that they use to announce the whole event. So that's kind of annoyed a lot of people, because a lot of people thought they were going to be able to earn this cool looking armor. And it looks like it's going to be something people have to buy. And probably going to cost quite a decent amount of money. So that's annoyed a lot of people. And then it also was asking stuff like £10 for the colour blue, or colour purple, or any kind of colour, for that armour as well. So that annoyed a lot of people. I'm a little curious why it doesn't have a bunch of default colours like the first two sets of armour did. and then maybe like the legendary one you got from like playing the game in the first week of its release. So I don't know. I don't think, like, I do think some of it is a mistake. I don't think everything was done deliberately. I don't think they intentionally set out to do this. Or I just feel like they made a mistake and they've kind of got to own up to it. But I don't think they are allowed to go ahead and apologize. Like, hey, look, guys, we're sorry, we made a mistake, and we're gonna fix it for you.
Enemy flag returned.
But I don't know. Maybe they will do. I don't think they'll be able to do it officially, but maybe unofficially they will do. And there is going to be a lot of Fallout still for quite a while, even if when they do fix it, there's still some Fallout from it. And it probably is going to take them a while. But like I say, the core gameplay is fine. I do feel like some of the maps are a little small for like strongholds, for example. For Oddball and Capture the Flag, it ain't too bad. But for Strongholds, I do feel like the maps need to be a bit bigger. As you could be capturing one while they're capturing another, and it just kind of gets into the whole stalemate thing. Or if they got the momentum, they've got all three, it can be a bit of a tedious task to try and get back up. Because obviously once you do capture it and you go to capture your second, they're already going to be capturing the one you just captured like 2 seconds ago. So, I do feel like that's a little too competitive. It's fine for ranked, but for like social, I feel like that's a little bit too competitive, and a way to fix that would be the map sizes. I don't think it needs to be too much bigger, just a 1/3 of each map. That would fix it.
5 minutes remaining.
Or maybe do it so that well, then, that being said, that also depends. Like, they had it so on this map, for example, for Strongholds, if they had it at the Capture the Flags with actual flag spawners for like first two and then one in the middle, that probably wouldn't be too bad. It would just be everyone's fighting for the middle. But oh well. Yeah, we can have another game actually, yeah. So I'll do 4 games, but I've had a pretty bad morning playing it so far, so hopefully we can end it on a win. But I'm going to not get my hopes up because it is morning, I've not been up long, and I'm not playing too good because of that. I'm just drinking a can of Monster, as you do. I was also a little upset about Forge. They announced that it was going to be 6 months, which I was a little upset about because I do enjoy forging. I do like making my own maps. It is something I like to do to pass the time. And I've joined mid-game again. What is going on here?
Flag returned.
Overshield.
That's weird. Like, I've not actually been joining mid-games. And then when I do start streaming, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to join mid-game now.
Overshield. Available.
But anyway, so originally what they were going to do was it was going to be 3 months, and then a new season would come out. But season 1 is 6 months long, and season 2 was going to have co-op for campaign, which I'm not too fussed about personally. I don't feel like that's going to bring a lot of replayability to the game. It will bring a little bit, but it's not like too big of a deal. I don't know if you're going to be able to split screen the campaign. I'm assuming not,
Take it back.
but maybe you can. So there is a way around that you can, for some people anyway, so that you got friends and family nearby,
Flag
You can just split
returned.
screen it. But as far as co-op, like if you want to play online, I don't think that's going to be possible. But then again, it could be both. Like maybe you can't co-op it at all in any kind of sense of the word. I'm gonna die here. Oh, I did die, but not by that guy. So, but I'm like I said, I'm not too bothered. I mean, I like to play the campaign at least the first time solo. I like to do it normal, then heroic, and then legendary. And I usually do that all solo, first time around. And then I'll play like co-op and kind of just mess around with it. So, at least for a while, that's not really too much of an issue for me, personally. Obviously, that's me personally. I do get why people are mad, because obviously it should be in the game at the start, but like I say, I'm not too fussed about that. Now, for me, it was the Forge.
Our forces have
As
seized the
Forge
enemy
brings a
flag.
lot of replayability to the game. You've got custom game browsers, which,
Available.
I don't know, they do quite well, I would say. And then you've also got your own little custom games between you and your friends, which definitely brings a lot more fun to the game, rather than going and playing multiplayer.
They know where you are.
And I'm going to get this win. Here we go, boys and girls, we have done it. Kind of feel like I was carried a little bit there, but oh well. I did pretty well, actually. They're joined near the end. Bit of a quick game, so yeah. But anyway, so they announced the other day, well, other day, it was more like a week ago, that now Forge isn't going to be until at the end of like 2022, which means you're pretty much going almost an entire year without Forge. And Halo 5 did something similar, but Halo 5 wasn't too bad, because I'm pretty sure Halo 5 was only about 6 months as well. Which is why I wasn't too fussed about it being 6 months. It's like, oh, half a year. It sucks, but I can live with that. And I suppose I can also live with it being near the end of 2022. But I would have liked to be able to do it a lot sooner. So I think for Forge, especially for the Forge community, they're going to have to make it a lot better than Halo 5. They did say that it was going to be better than Halo 5, but they need to make sure it's got a nice smooth launch now. Because if they don't, they're going to have a huge fallout from that, as we've waited like an extra year for Forge. But I've got my hopes up. I do think that they will do a good job at Forge. If one thing 343 has definitely done, it is that they've improved Forge. I mean, Halo 5 is the best Forge we've had. I know a lot of people never could get used to it for some reason, but I felt that at least the core Forge mechanics were fine. The one thing I would say needed improving was all the game mode options. And what I mean by that is, Halo Reach did it quite well. If you wanted to make a racetrack, you go to the hill marker and you just add a race checkpoint. Or if you wanted to do King of the Hill, you'd have King of the Hill, capture point or whatever. Same for territories, stuff like that. With Halo 5, you have to go into all the scripting and brain mechanics and all that other crap, and I personally couldn't just never get the hang of.
Keep possession
I
of
tried
his
making a race map once,
body
just didn't work. I even tried making an infection map once, and for some reason that didn't work. So I don't know. I was just trying to do it same as I did on Halo Reach, and for some reason it just wouldn't work well.
Enemy has the ball.
So I don't know if they did change something, but I wouldn't mind having it so that, I don't know, red spawns of now for humans and blue are for
Ball dropped.
the infected.
Have the ball.
An ally has slain the
Or at the
carrier.
very least, maybe they could do it so you could go into the game modes on the spawn. You could have some human spawn and zombie spawn. If that's how they want to do it. Because obviously now, it's not technically team colors. It's, you know, you got Cobra and you got the Eagle. Moved a little bit to the fucking left. So maybe they could do it like that for Infinite. I do feel like if they just add one point where it's like King of the Hill, Stronghold, all that, then you just go into the game mode options of the hill marker and change it to Stronghold capture point or Noth capture point,
We've lost.
stuff like that.
Possession.
Just make it so it's more simplistic than what they did, because they made it way too complex and they didn't need to. Like Halo Reach had it great, 343. Like it was easy to make modes on that game. You know, no problem at all.
Have the ball.
Yeah, the oddball. I would like to see what it's called now.
Spanker available.
Headhunter, that's it. I would like to see Headhunter come back. That was a fun mode. Just go around collecting all those skulls and got to get them into the hill to capture the points. I wouldn't mind seeing that come back.
Nearing victory.
But yeah, I'm hoping that they do make it a bit more simplistic for the game modes on Forge.
We have the ball.
What else could I talk about? Campaign. I'm really excited for it. It is looking great. I've been trying to avoid people who have been streaming it, the campaign, or even doing YouTube videos where they're kind of like leaking some of the footage. I've just tried to keep myself to the trailers and stuff,
Say no.
and that's got me hyped enough. I don't want to ruin any of the story, and I know some streamers and YouTubers have done like the first 4 missions or something, 4 hours, something like that they was allowed to show the footage of. But I do not want to see any of it. I want to have that all experience for myself the very first time, me going on it and playing it on the 8th
Allied.
at
Carrier
8
down.
p.m.
Hostile.
I'm gonna
Carrier
try.
down.
We have the ball.
It's gonna be great, I think. I honestly do feel like they are going to make a great campaign. It's gonna have an amazing story to it.
Spike. Obtained.
Halo 4, that had a great campaign in my opinion. They tried a few new things and it did go quite nice, like when you had to jump up the elevator shaft. Like that was quite... That's like a really good and memorable moment for me. It's something that you have not done in Halo before. Yeah, it's been done in other games before, but not Halo. And just kind of made you feel more in the campaign than just running and gunning. Which is what they did wrong with Halo 5. Like, Halo 5 was pretty much all just running around and shooting enemies and just... I do feel like Halo 5 had a good story to it. It was just more the execution that they did wrong.
Victory. We have the ball.
And they did make a mistake when they made... Like, first they killed off Cortana, then they made her evil. That was a bit of a mistake, I think. But now that they're bringing out the weapon, which I think can be a better name than the weapon, but I would be okay with her taking Cortana's place, I think. Which I'm guessing a lot of people don't like get mad at me for saying that.
Spanker available.
But I think I would be okay with it. Sure, I wouldn't mind Cortana coming back into it, but I'm guessing that either Cortana is dead, or maybe she's kind of been like, she's a part of the weapon now. Like, instead of being deleted, they're kind of like phased together. Or maybe she's been held captive by the Banished. She could even be working for the Banished at this point, you never know. But I would like... It would be nice to have Cortana back, but I'm guessing that that's not how they're going to go. And I feel that's why they've introduced the weapon. I feel like she's going to be the new Cortana for us. But like I say, I'm not too fussed about that. I'm okay with that. So, 12 out of 17, that's not too bad. 12 out of 17. So, I'm quite far ahead in the pass. I know a lot of people have said that it is quite hard to progress through it. But the boosts that I got from Monster Energy cans, like in, I think it was like 2020, that has helped an awful lot. And I've gone down by quite a lot as well. I started off with like 110 codes for it. And got like 2 for each cap or something like that. I had some friends that was like who was not too interested in playing Halo. That was like, hey, I've got this code. You want it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. So it's really, that did really help. Then every week or so, I just end up with 4 extra codes off a friend or two. It's boosted me up quite a lot. But they're probably going to regret it, because when they do come play Halo now, they're going to be like, oh my god, why did I give them to you? But now, with double XP, it's pretty good. You level up quite fast. But at the same time, I feel like that is also a bad thing. And here's why. This is meant to last 6 months. The game's not even been out a month yet. And I'm already like 3/4 of the pass done. So that does kind of feel a bit bad, really. Because after I complete this pass, like, there is nothing really left for me to do. I mean, I'll still, I've got this, like, the ultimate weekly challenge, where you get an emblem or a camo or armor coding or something, sure. And then I will obviously be coming and playing the events as well. But apart from them, there ain't much replayability right now once you complete the pass. And the event, I don't think, I was expecting it to be better than what it were. I mean, I got to like level 7. I do think I read somewhere that if you challenge swaps in your normal challenges, you can get more event challenges, so you could level that up a bit more. But you get 1 level per challenge, so I was only able to do 7, and I thought I was going to get something from the ultimate as well that week, but I didn't. So I was kind of thinking, oh, you can get 8, but no, I didn't get anything from the ultimate either for the actual event battle pass. And I believe, I mean, they're only showing 3 weeks, which means if you get 7 each week, you can only get to tier 21, and you've got 30 tiers. So I'm not entirely sure how you're meant to complete it, but at the same time, like I say, I do believe you can challenge swap challenges, which I didn't know at the time, and get new event challenges for them. I don't know if you do it for each challenge you do it, or if it's just like a random, who, if you're lucky enough, you'll get one. So I'm not sure. So obviously when the second week rolls around, I'll probably give that a try and see if I can actually get more of the pass done. But I was kind of expecting it to, like, each challenge would probably get you like a slightly less amount of XP, and then you'd earn it that way. But anyway, that is everything for this stream. I will probably try and stream again either tomorrow or sometime after I've completed the campaign. Or watching a YouTube video, please subscribe or follow, and I